mind and matter as a conversation in academia came about much later in Europe. It is what we call the European Enlightenment. And that's recent. It's only 400 years or so. And the person who's given credit to this dualistic philosophy is René Descartes from France. And the famous expression was, "I think, therefore I am." Obviously, he's wrong. Okay, you don't think, therefore you am. You are, therefore you think. So right there's a huge problem with Descartes. But dualism also doesn't hold. If matter and mind are two different things, how do you raise your arm? It starts with a thought, and now this is very material. How do you speak? How do you do anything? So if matter and mind are two different things, then how does one interact with the other? That philosophy now violates the laws of thermodynamics, conservation of matter. There is no agent involved in turning mind into matter, or we don't even know how that happens. Without going into details, mind and matter as two different entities is not an acceptable theory in philosophy or science. So it's out. Matter only is also out. So that leaves only one, consciousness only. And can consciousness explain mind? Yes, mind is an activity or modified form of matter. Can it explain emotions? Yes, emotions are a modified form of consciousness. Can it explain what we call the physical world? Yes, because what we call the physical world is a perceptual experience in consciousness modified by consciousness. So that is what really holds true. In India, that has been around for a long time. Yoga Vasishtha, so many, Abhinava Gupta, all the great sages of the Upanishads, Buddha, Jain, all these people had very clear ideas, expressed differently, but definitely experientially. And then, of course, not to use a pun, how does it matter? How does it matter that there's no matter? It does, because all our fears, everything from old age, infirmity, death, what happens after life, is there a God, does God exist? If we are one planet amongst trillions of planets and trillions of stars, all of that, how does it give any significance to you and me? Is there any significance to you and me? And that depends on how you define what you and me means. If you and me means a physical body and a mind, it doesn't matter. This is a very provisional, ever-changing landscape. It's part of the scenery. It's not what we call the seer. And then who or what is the seer? You can't see the seer because it's doing the seeing. Just like your eyes can't see themselves except in a mirror, and your teeth can't bite themselves, you can't see yourself. So you have to actually see yourself in the form of a reflection. And what's the reflection? This is the reflection. This whole thing that we have created. You say, we have created buildings, we have created this beautiful auditorium. Have we created the Milky Way galaxy? Have we created the entire universe? And I say, yes, we have. We interpret our sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts as the universe, as the body. But that's all we have. All we have is sensations, images, feelings, thoughts. So I'm going to try and cover this quite quickly, because then I want to, there's a point coming here. One of the points is, can we take some of these ideas and actually create something out of it? Otherwise, it's just ideas. No, you like ideas, but ideas have to manifest in order to upgrade the illusion. So I want to introduce two ideas that today have come forth. One is, as a result of Millen and me talking about politics, I think we can actually create a leadership program. However we do it, it'll be non-profit, so it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to make money out of it, but it will actually have an impact. We have the statistics. The second, which have become very involved in it, at some point I'd like you to come on the stage and speak for 5 minutes, is something that we're very passionate about. It's suicide prevention and mental illness. Every 40 seconds, somebody in the world is dying of suicide.